Hey, what is up, everybody? This is Stevie Breach coming to you here today. We're a day late and we're $1 short. I honestly don't want to stop my gimmick that I've been running on. I think I've been doing this for at least 5 to 6 years. I'm talking about the San Francisco 49er games, and even though the game was on Sunday and this is now Tuesday morning, the Niners lost. And the Niners didn't lose in the fashion that honestly I thought they were going to lose. I'm not going to go out on a limb and basically say that maybe the Seahawks aren't what we thought they were. I think that the Seahawks are a damn good team. I think that the Niners played one hell of a game. I think our defense stepped up, and our offense did what we can do. I think that honestly the Seahawks are going to be in the hunt. They're not giving up on the NFC West. You know, I think that everybody's 1-1. I think Arizona lost. I'm not sure if they lost to the Colts or not, I can honestly say. But I know that the Rams lost, and I know that they won. So they're 1-1, we're 0-2. But the Niners, man, I think honestly we did everything right in that game. We were able to put pressure on Russell Wilson. We were able to play the best D we could against a really, really good offense. The guy running the ball for the Seahawks, and his name ended up being, I think Carson is what his name was. And Thomas Rawls, I guess this is going back to the video I made hyping the game up. Me basically just saying I didn't know who the running back was for the Seahawks. Thomas Rawls, the guy that I thought was there, he's still on the team, but I guess he's battling an injury. And the coach is saying that he's not going to be 100% until next week. But Carlos Hyde possibly had his best game that he's ever played against the Seahawks, running for over 100 yards. It's nice to see the offensive line was able to give him some room, and he was able to get going. To me, honestly, one of the weakest spots the San Francisco 49ers have is Brian Hoyer. Hoyer completed 15 passes for 99 yards. This honestly takes us back to the Alex Smith era. At least at that point, we were winning. We were just basically telling Alex to go out there, not make any mistakes, take some short dumps, passes, and just move the ball down the field. We heavily relied on the run during that time. I don't think our team is good enough to do that at this point, but we're going to see what we can do, and we can see what works. This is still a transition period for the 49ers. We got our butts kicked in week 1 by Carolina. I didn't hear any talk this week basically about the Niners being a surprise sleeper team to watch. Commentators stayed away from talking about us. I think after we got our butts kicked the way we did against Carolina, we're not the hip team to pick anymore. On my Yahoo Pick'em League, I believe it was 98% chance that the Seahawks were going to win, and they did. But it was fun. This game honestly put pressure on my buddy Little Alex. In the fourth quarter, well, to lead it up, in the first quarter, they kicked 2 field goals. We were down 6-0. I believe it was in the third quarter is when we ended up kicking 2 field goals to tie the game at 6. Then we put pressure on by actually taking the lead 9-6. And then the Seahawks ended up scoring a late touchdown to go up 12-9 after missing the extra point. I think their kicker is named Walsh, and I think he's still getting laughed at even by the Seahawks fan base out there. But the Niners weren't able to get anything going back after getting the ball, and couldn't do the late minute miracle. Seattle won. They were supposed to. The Niners will move on to next week, and we'll see what battle it takes. But definitely, I can honestly say that I was not looking for any moral victories but I can say that honestly, I think we got one. We saw some bright spots in the defense. We saw that our offensive line, we can make some holes, and Hyde is still part of our running game, is one of the best backs in the league. If only we can get some more high-impact passing out of Brian Hoyer and Goodwin and Pierce Garcon, we'll see what this team can do. But I still think that, honestly, this is a 4-win team for the San Francisco 49ers this year. And you can say what you can say. Maybe that means that we can draft a high-impact quarterback or another high-impact player. But this year is not going to be the year the Niners take the West.